Oh, hello. Hello. Yo, we're here with the rare Monday stream. Yo, don't you love it when you tell the YouTube video to be a certain title, but then it just doesn't make it the title? That's fun. Okay, horizontal stream, boom, boom, and I'd love to pin it if you would let me. There we go. Baba Booey, we're good. Okay. Also, what's going on with Discord? I keep seeing, I just got like the second notification saying something like, oh, bye, goodbye, Discord. I don't know. Whatever. But yeah, we're here. We're live on a rare Monday stream. We're going to be resetting for Moltres. We are 1,400 encounters in. We are over odds. Let me just make sure we're good on this front. Okay, our counter is good. Okay, let's begin. I would like, my camera's not centered. I would like to get, I don't want to put a number on this. Hydrate, thank you, Spectre. Yeah, how's it going? So I can pull up the multi-stream, but I should also look there. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Gonna go finish for, yo, nice, congrats, huge. Yeah, it is the end of the semester. Yeah, it's weird to think. Yeah, my sister, I think she just left to take one of her finals. It's weird to think that the school season is pretty much over now. Also, I hope everything's fine with audio. Just let me know if not. Sounds good for audio. Perfect. Thank you. So, I still feel like we're in for a long hunt for Moltres. I truly believe that we're not going to be finding it until like around 2,000 encounters. I would be surprised if we got it anytime soon. Like, we're due for a longer hunt. I've been getting really lucky on these shinies, so it makes sense that we're going over odds. Granted, we're not terribly over odds. Go. Bum, bum, bum. Nope. I've also started to do another shiny hunt in my free time that hopefully I can do on stream once we're done with this hunt. I started hunting for shiny Galarian Meowth and Sword, where I'm going through wild encounters. I've only gotten 50 encounters just because I set it up yesterday and I was really tired, so I didn't get a lot done with it. Yo, Mish Mish, how's it going? Here's the funny thing. I don't stream Monday. Today is just special because I did not have work today. It's going good. Nice. Crap, what am I thinking? What's in my head? I had something in my head. Oh yeah, after I hunt this, or after I find this Moltres, I'm going to put the save file back on my 3DS and then put all of the Pokemon into bank and then to home, just because I don't want something to happen to the save file and I lose it. Come on, you have to descale and fillet a whole fish. Oh, that's annoying. I hate descaling fish. It's awful. It's so bad. Oh my gosh, I just realized tomorrow I'm going fishing, so I'm probably gonna have to do a ton of descaling. Or maybe not. I think they might have someone else do it. You have to do it twice. Yikes. Yeah, usually when I'm on my fishing trips, I have to do it literally dozens of times. It sucks. Yo, Minchoco Cookie, how's it going? You've never done it. I don't know how you do it or how they're teaching you to do it, but what I do is I will either use a tool. There's like a tool that I gotta be very careful about my hand movement right now. You like rub the scales off, like you go against the grain and you like rub them off with like the tool. Or what I was taught to do, and I see kind of easier sometimes, is I use a spoon. Like I turn the spoon upside down and I scrape the scales off. Doing it with a chef knife. Back of the knife. Okay, that doesn't... I don't know if that seems easier or harder. Do you know what kind of fish you're descaling? Flatfish, sole. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I know nothing about that. Man, now I want fish. I'm hungry for fish. Okay, chat. Big question for today. One that I ask every stream. When do you think we're going to find the shiny? Do we think we're going to get it before 2,000 encounters? I think it's going to be around 2,000, most likely after. You hate fish? You hate... What about... Is it like you hate eating fish? Or you hate the smell of fish? Because that's fair if it's... You hate the smell of it. That I completely understand. Smell and... Oh yeah, smell and prep. Yeah, that's terrible. I agree with you completely. You have to descale it, and then you gotta de-rib it, debone it, whatever it's called. I've never taken the bones out. I gotta sneeze. It's stuck. Excuse me. Allergies are terrible today. They were terrible today. They were terrible yesterday. They're awful. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, I've never deboned a fish, but it's terrible when like you debone it, you cut it up, you fry it, and then you put it in your mouth, and then you feel like a bone as you're chewing. That sucks. Fillet. I don't know much about filleting a fish. I've always cut it up in little pieces and fried it. Rarely will we ever have like, I don't know what it's called, like, fillet fish. Or you're steaming it, so you take the whole fillet and roll it and steam it. How do you steam a fish? I've never thought to steam a fish. That sounds interesting. At first, when I read that message, I thought you said stream it. I'm like, they're gonna live stream you filleting the fish? Using a colander on top of, or a cover on top of it. Colander on top, covered. Yeah. Honestly, if you do suck at it, it's not that big of a deal, because I guarantee you most people suck. It's a very hard thing to do. I'm not sure how many people are in your class, but I would be surprised if like 75% of your class could do it right. There's 11. I'd be surprised if more than 8 people in your class could do it successfully on their first try. Like I'd be surprised if anyone could do it. On their first attempt, at least. Oh yeah, no problem. Like as someone who, hold on, I hate how my camera keeps getting uncentered. It's so weird. Like, as someone who has been fishing for a long time, and I've been, over the years, I've been learning more and more how to descale it and then derib it. It's hard. It sucks. It's so annoying. Yo, Lucifer, how's it going today, Shiny? I hope so. We're over odds, so I would love it if we can get it sometime today, but I'm kind of doubting it. I feel like I don't want to make a promise like I'm going to do this many resets today, because I need to wake up at like earlier than when I do normally for work, because I have to leave the house by like 5 a.m. tomorrow. So I don't know how long I'm going to be able to stream today. Why? Because I'm going fishing tomorrow. And we need to make sure we get there before sunrise. And it's over an hour drive. It sounds like it sucks with not good. Yeah, don't overthink it. I would just see, is like I can't picture like what your fish looks like when you're descaling it, but don't forget to like get like the back of the tail, or like on its, or like when like the top of the fish. Or like you said, a flatfish, so I would imagine the fish would be like. See, I don't know what a flatfish looks like. I'm used to descaling like pike, walleye, and perch. So I've always been told make sure you get the end of the tail and the top of it, because that's a place where a lot of people don't get it. Gonna catch a shiny while fishing. Yo, I wish. But yeah. Honestly, I would be terrified to bring like a 3DS onto the boat. But honestly, even if I could, I wouldn't because I don't get to fish that often. But yeah, I have no train of thought right now. Chat, I have a question. A shiny hunting related question. Once we're done with this Moltres, what game do you want to see me hunt in next? I think there are waterproof 3DS cases. Like, I'm not worried about 3DS getting wet. I'm worried about dropping it in the lake and having it sink to the bottom. Let's go. Yeah, I'll probably do Let's Go. I was going to do, like, I still need to get the Neo Queen and Let's Go, because I phased on my last Neo Queen. But then after that, I need to get Nidoran male and female. Nope, I lied. Nope, that is not the words. I need to get Nidorino and Nidoking. I need to get 2 Nidoran males. But I might actually try to get those in Platinum. I recently got a copy of Platinum. And I beat the game on there. So I can get the Poke Radar. And I can actually Poke Radar for Nidoran male. So that might be a fun game to do it in. For sure, we need to get Diglett and Dugtrio in Let's Go. There's quite a few Pokemon we need in Let's Go. I guarantee the first one we're going to be getting will be Nidoqueen. I need to finish that. I will say, if we somehow get the shiny before like the 1.5 hour mark, I'll do like an SOS hunt. We need a Alolan Marowak. We need a few others that I wrote down. Not exactly sure which one. Okay, I have it here. I need... It's not shiny. I need... Slowpoke, Slowbro, Shelder, Cloyster, Alolan Marowak, and that's it. And then Articuno, but that's not an SOS. But I will only do that today if we get the shiny by the 1.5 hour mark. Just because I don't think it's worth it to try. I don't have Let's Go set up yet. Or like, I don't have my Switch set up on my... I want to make a separate scene where I can put my Switch on, just so I don't have to like edit it the same scene and it gets really messy. So, did I split there? Yeah, let's assume I did. Bum 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 bum. Okay. I'm thinking about what Pokemon we have left to catch for Kanto. More specifically, what long hunts we have left. Right now, off the top of my head, we need, obviously, Moltres, Articuno, and Mew. Mew's gonna be the last one for Kanto, so I'll worry about Mew later. We still need to Masuda method for Kabuto, Kabutops, and Aerodactyl. And then some of the longer hunts are going to be Galarian Meowth and Galarian Rapidash, which will get both of them in the wild. And then other than that, what are the other long hunts? That might be it for like super long hunts. Like obviously there's Let's Go, but those could be considered long hunts. I don't know. I mean, both of them could take several days. But I've had Let's Go streams where I find multiple shinies in a day. I've never had a Sword and Shield hunt be shorter than like 5 days. That's the issue there. So every hunt can be long if you're unlucky enough. Yeah, absolutely. It's so painful to like look at like streams or videos of people who are shiny hunting, and the odds are usually like, hold on, I gotta look at something real quick. Oh yeah, you can see that. My camera's bugging out. I didn't know if that was just like on my end of it, or if it was like the actual camera. I think this camera is dying. I'm gonna have to look into like what's a good camera to get. Like, it's far from terrible. I'm sure no one probably would have noticed if I didn't point it out, and I'm sure probably now you can still look at the camera and be like, oh, I don't notice anything. I saw it lag for a second, and then like a green line appear on the bottom of it for like a split second. What was I just saying? Oh yeah, it's so heartbreaking to like pull up someone's stream or like a video of them shiny hunting and like seeing that they're like 7 times over odds for something. Like I keep seeing this guy who's shiny hunting and like, I think it's in Platinum. He's looking for a female Combee and he's soft resetting in the honey trees. I think a Combee is 12.5% chance to be female. Yeah, 12.5% chance to be female. So that's what? 1 in 7? No, it's 1 in... What is the... Oh, it's 1 in 8. I can't math. It's 1 in 8 to get a female. This man phased on like over 20 male Combees. And I think he's still hunting for it. Another example, I've been binging a lot of Johnstone content at work. While I'm working, I'm listening to a lot of his videos, and I listened to the shiny Sinnoh video he did. He went like 7 times over odds on Fiona. Like, the odds of getting it through Masuda method are 1 in 512. And it took him over, like, almost 4,000 eggs. Like, that's ridiculous. And I thought me going 4 times over odds from Mewtwo was bad. And I will say, I do get scared when I go over odds. Because I'm thinking, like, yeah, this is normal, but is this just, like, a sign of things to come? Like, am I going to get unlucky again? Am I going to go 2 times, 3 times, 5 times over odds? Am I going to be one of those people who are just stuck hunting for the same thing over and over and over every single day? I don't know. How many encounters do I need in order to be 2 times over odds? Let me do the math. Let me... Getting shiny female combi as 1 in 60. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Grant, like he was hunting on like 5 games at a time, so it's probably going a lot quicker than that, but still, phasing 20 times, like over 20 times, like that's gotta be frustrating. Like he doesn't even get like excited that he found the shiny anymore. It's just like, ugh. Like, he's not excited, he's not frustrated, he's like, ugh, there's another male combi. It's like he expects it now, which I don't blame him for that at all. What was I oh yeah, 4096 divided by 3 is that, plus, so then we could do, that's what, 1365, nope, 65 times 3 divided by 3 times 2. So 2730 is about the number where we're gonna hit double odds, or 2 times over odds, I should say. So if we get to like 2500, that's when I'm gonna start feeling scared. And we made a rule after that Mewtwo hunt where if we get to 2 times over odds, I can use speed up. Granted, that's not gonna be for every game because I can't speed up in every game, but for this game I can. So I will unapologetically use speed up if we hit 2 times over odds. Did I say 2 times or 3 times? I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't remember what I said, but yeah. But I know we're not gonna get to that point again. We're gonna get this soon. Within the next 600 encounters. For sure. Okay. Honestly, I need to learn to not be so impatient and antsy. For like, oh, we're over odds, oh, we're gonna get it soon, or I'm feeling so impatient. Like, I don't even know how I feel about this right now, but I know, however I feel, I need to get that taken care of before we get to the Mew hunt. Because even though we might be over odds now, if this is the number of encounters we have for Mew, that means we're not even like a fourth of the way to hitting odds. So I need to get used to long hunts like this. Granted, this isn't even like a long, like the resets aren't long, I should say. Like, or like the resets might not be long, but I just need to get used to long hunts, which is kind of why I want to do another sword hunt on stream fairly soon. Like, I'm obviously going to play Let's Go next because I've been wanting to play Let's Go. Not even because I promise, but because I genuinely want to. I think what I will do is I'll continue to hunt for the Meowth off stream. I'm not sure. I don't know what I'll do. I'm not gonna make a promise here. Do I stream Friday? It depends. It really does depend on what's going on. This Friday, I'm gonna say no because I'm going out with friends. If those plans fall through for some reason, then I'll probably be able to fit a stream. Tomorrow, it's gonna be up in the air tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'll get home. And when I do get home, I'll probably be exhausted. So I might just want to hang out at home. Just like not even stream, but just do whatever. But if I'm up for a stream tomorrow, I'll do it. Wednesday will probably be no. Thursday, I could get another stream in. Won't be here anyway. You have 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. class. Yikes. So that's your time and your hours ahead. Like, if you have an 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. class your time, then I will probably be, if I were to stream tomorrow, I would probably stream when you will probably be home, or like it'll be after that's done. Like, obviously, if you're tired, like, I mean 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. that's a long time, so you're probably gonna want to rest. So yeah, imagine you're tired from fishing, you're gonna be tired from filleting, cooking fish all day. Yeah. I don't even know why I get tired from fishing. That's so weird. Because really fishing, a lot of the time, you're sitting in a boat doing nothing. Like, really, the only, like, fishing, like, when, at least for me, and, like, how I've fished, and how we will probably fish tomorrow, like, I'm only actively fishing for, like, 10-15% of the time. Wonder what Pokemon fish tastes best. I know people eat Magikarp. I could imagine, like, I know people have, like, sardines on top of pizza, or they have, like, cans of sardines. I could see in the Pokemon world having that with Wishy-Washy. I could totally see people eating Wishy-Washies, like individual ones. Yeah, that is yuck. I agree. I don't like sardines at all, especially not on pizza. What other fish could there be? I bet I would eat a Milotic. I think Milotic would taste good. But I also feel like it would be highly illegal. Tatsugiri, yeah, Tatsugiri, definitely. Feebas, oh yeah, Feebas would taste terrible. I know this technically isn't a fish, but it's still a water type, but people do eat slowpoke tails. I'm sure shelder, like people eat clams, shellfish. So like shelder could be something that people eat. I know people eat octopus sometimes, so maybe like octillery. People can eat that. Honestly, I could probably do a tier list of like Pokemon I would eat. There would be like Pokemon that I would eat, Pokemon that are edible, that could be edible and I wouldn't eat, but I wouldn't eat, and then Pokemon that just can't be eaten. Like, I'm gonna eat a Porygon. Ooh. Oh, I love clams too. I've never had octopus, and I frankly don't have any desire. I was like, hear me out. This isn't necessarily a fish, but I think it fits as like seafood. And I've had essentially the real life version of this. Hear me out. Feraligator. I would eat a feraligator. Absolutely. Loved it. I don't know if love disc would taste good. I don't know how much meat is on a love disc. Alomomola, absolutely. That would have so much meat. Love disc, I feel like, is one of those fish you catch, and like if you slightly screw up, you're like de-ribbing it. Like the whole thing is ruined because you've ruined what little meat there is. What else? I don't think basculin would really be seafood, because I've never heard of someone eating a piranha. Granted, I don't know if basculin's a piranha though. I know like Carvana is, so like probably Carvana wouldn't be. I feel like basculin's in that weird middle ground. Quackwaval. I know people eat duck. I've never had duck. I don't know how much meat would be on a quackwaval, if it would be worth having. Is there another, like, duck Pokemon? I mean, there's Ducklet, but I don't think that's in the same category. I feel like there's not a lot of fat on a Ducklet. Yeah, duck stew, it tastes great. Really? I might have tried duck. Yeah, I just had a protein shake, but I could go for like some meat right now. Please don't be the shiny. People will take that out of context. Thank you. Chinese style duck. What makes Chinese style duck different? What makes that unique? I don't know a lot about Chinese food. With pancake. Oh, duck with pancake. So, what I'm about to say is going to break my heart to say. I'm not proud of it. But this is actually going to be like the saddest thing in the world. What I'm about to say. I don't want to say it, but I'll do it. I would eat a Krabby, I would eat a Kingler, and I bet it would taste amazing. I love crab. It would taste so good. But I don't want to eat book. It's like... It's like, Book, to me, he's my favorite Pokemon. He's like my best friend. It's like, where do you draw the line between animal that you would have for food and pet? You 1000% wouldn't eat crab, but could you at least agree that crab would be edible? Like, Krabby and Kingler would be a Pokemon that people would eat. Crab isn't a pet. Well, I've heard of people having pet crabs, but also Krabby would be a pet to me. He's my son. I love Krabby. I love Kingler. They are my sons whom I love. With them, I am pleased. So it would be like eating a pet. Right, and it hurts to say. It's like an Abraham and Isaac thing. Except God's not going to give me a sheep to eat instead. Because sheep's not the same. I've never had lamb before, but I would eat a wooloo. Dude, imagine how much meat, or thing is like, how much meat would be on a wooloo or a double? How much of it is just fur? I don't know. Where's my culture? I don't know what that means. I know for a fact that's not supposed to be an insult, so I'm not taking it as an insult, but I could totally see that being an insult to people. Oh my, bro, where's your culture? Ooh, my hip. Never eaten duck, never eaten lamb. I'm white. That's my culture. Bro, I ain't got no culture. Nah, that's not true. Like, I mean, my grandparents on my dad's side were German, so I like a lot of German food, but I've never... Because, like, I know tons of people who are, like, really in sync with their culture. There's, like, I know a lot of people who, like, are Mexican, and like, they come from, like, Mexican families. Like, not necessarily, like, their parents or even their grandparents, but, like, their great-grandparents and further are, like, from Mexico. So they're in touch with that side of their culture. I've never really had that. Like, I think my dad's side is German and my mom's side is Irish. So I'm like white. Then I've eaten alligator. I've eaten crocodile. No, it was alligator. I've eaten alligator when I went to Florida a few years ago on a trip to visit. But yeah. Stuffed pigeon? Stuffed pigeon? That's like a street food. And when I say street food, I don't mean like food that you would buy on like a stand, like a food stand on the street. I mean like food that you would find dead on the street. Is that a cultural thing? Stuffed pigeon? Oh shoot. Yeah, that's like pigeon is an animal that I would just never think of eating. Now in the UK, back home. Oh, okay. Well, now I feel even more bad. Oops. Yeah, my bad. But hey, I'm learning, and that's, yeah. But it's weird, like, it's weird for, like, any, like, people, and any people. It's weird for, like, people to, like, hear about another culture that's normal for them, but, like, so out of the ordinary for them. Or, like, normal for someone else that's so out of the ordinary for them. Like, it's interesting, but it's also, like, surprising at times. Most people go, yuck. Yeah. Like, I feel like... Do I want... No, I'm not gonna get into that. There we go. Okay, good night. Good night. Thanks for hanging out. I'll talk to you later. Also, Lucifer, I have no clue why your latest message is not appearing in my stream chat. Irish and German, you probably drink beer for breakfast. Here's the thing, I'm 25, I can legally drink. I've never had alcohol. And I have no desire to drink alcohol. Which is weird because, like, you would think because of, like, Irish and German, like, that would be, like, obvious, but, or, like, the opposite would be obvious, but no, I just never chose. Like, my family, not, like, parents or even grandparents, but, like, I can tell that people in my family have, like, addictive personalities. So, like, a lot of my, like, relatives are sadly, like, addicted to alcohol and, like, smoking and, like, that. So that's not even something I want to expose myself to. Your country of blood soup. So, I've heard of people having stuff like that, but I've never understood the, what is it called? The appeal. You're struggling on alcohol between 18 and 26, yeah. Yep, I just, like, it, I always say, like, oh, don't knock it till you try it for a lot of stuff, but for alcohol, like, I just imagine, like, beer. I imagine beer would just taste gross. Like, I don't think I've ever met someone who is like, oh man, this beer I'm drinking tastes good. It's the alcohol and the feeling of it they like, not the taste. It's, I don't understand. I do have a question that just came in my mind. So, like, a lot of, like, I hear people say this a lot. It's like, people who don't drink, they're like, ooh, I'll have a rum and Coke, hold the rum. So it's just Coke. If a bar doesn't have Coke, if they have, like, Pepsi products, do they have, like, a rum and Pepsi? I've never heard that before. Is there something about Coke that makes it taste good with rum? Or is it called rum and Coke even if it's with Pepsi? Or is it, do people just, like, not do it with Pepsi? I might just be overthinking this. Is rum and Pepsi, hold on, I'm Googling this. I don't care if I'm getting distracted. Hold on. First of all, rum and Coke consisting of cola, rum, and lime juice. Is rum and Pepsi a thing? Yes, mixing rum and Pepsi is definitely a thing. For over 100 years, rum and Coke has been a staple on cocktail menus, but blind taste tests prove 56% of participants prefer mixing rum with Pepsi compared to Coke. Thing is, like, rum and Coke, like, rolls off the tongue a lot better than rum and Pepsi. So even if it was Pepsi, I imagine people would still call it rum and Coke. I'm gonna get off the talk about alcohol because, one, I don't drink alcohol, and two, if I find the shiny and we're talking about alcohol and I post it on YouTube, uh-oh, that's gonna be bad. So yeah. Let's go back to the Pokemon you would eat. I like that conversation. What's another Pokemon that you would eat? I would eat a Moltres. Just because I feel like once you kill it, like the food would automatically be cooked. I feel like that would be very, like, convenient. I reset that way too early. I gotta be more aware. Ponyta? I wouldn't eat horse. That's like a weird line between food and pet. Like, where would you draw the line between food and pet? I think horse is a bit just barely over the pet line for me. But I understand in other cultures, like, people eat horse. Horse meat is great. I've never had horse meat. I don't think I would want to try horse meat. The thing is, like, if someone presents me with horse meat, would I say no? The thing is, like, I would feel bad because, like, oh, I think a horse can be considered a pet. But me passing up horse meat after the horse is already dead, like, that's not gonna change anything. Like, it's either someone else is gonna eat it, or it's gonna be thrown away and the horse essentially just died for nothing. So at that point, I might as well try it. Like, I would never, like, be like, oh, I want horse meat, so I'm gonna pick out a horse to kill. Like, oh, I want that one. And then they slaughter it and then they feed it. Or they make it so I can cook it. Like, I wouldn't do that, but if someone was like, hey, I have some horse meat, you want to try it, and it's already cooked, I'm like, okay. Or, like, I wouldn't say okay, but, well, I don't know. That's something I would think about. I don't know. Hold on. I'm actually gonna pull up list of Pokemon. I'm gonna pull up just like the Pokedex and see like what I could eat. Yeah. Screw it. I'm just gonna scroll through, see what I could eat. I don't think Tentacool or Tentacruel would be safe to eat. I feel like that'd be, like, dangerous. I feel like we were talking about duck earlier. I don't know I don't know why none of us thought of Farfetch'd. Dashbun. Yeah, I think the thing is, like, Dashbun is literally food. Like, I feel like there's a difference between a horse and bread that's shaped like a dog. Like, is Dashbun a dog made of bread or bread in the shape of a dog? Plus, like, also, you gotta think here, Pokemon like Appleton, it says in the Pokedex that you can just rip off parts of its back and eat it, and it doesn't hurt the Appleton at all. So, could it be the same for Dashbun? Also, I know it's Dashbun, but I don't care. Hold on, screw it. I'm looking. I'm reading its Pokedex entries. I want to figure this out. Pleasant aroma that emanates from this Pokemon's body helps wheat grow. Dashbun's been treasured by farming villages. The surface of skin hardens, exposed itself to heat. So, it sounds like it's a dog made out of bread, and not a bread in the shape of a dog. So, if we found out that Dashbun could produce bread to eat, then yes, but it doesn't look like it. all of its Pokedex entries and like everything on Bulbapedia just says that it smells good. And it helps make bread grow. So I probably would not eat it. That's my line. Dash 1, no. So Fido, no as well. So yeah, Farfetch'd I would eat. Or I would at least try. Again, I've never had duck. So I wouldn't go on my way to eat Farfetch'd. But if someone's like, oh, here's Farfetch'd, you want some? I'd be like, sure. Like I would be more inclined to openly eat. How long do I think it's gonna take to get the shiny? Here's the thing, we are over odds right now, so we're due any time. But I personally have a gut feeling that we're not going to get this until at least 2,000 resets. And granted, I'm not going as fast as I could because I keep getting distracted about talking about what Pokemon I would eat. Execute. I don't think I would eat Execute. Like, they're eggs, but they're... I don't know if they're like the type of eggs you can eat. This is a weird one. People are going to take this out of context. I don't want them to, and I can explain. But I would eat a Vaporeon. I would 100% eat a Vaporeon. You could, not in a weird way. Not in a weird way. You could, I feel like it would taste good cooked. Dugong. The thing with Dugong, I feel like Dugong is mostly blubber. I have a feeling Dugong is mostly blubber. So probably not. Imagine you get next reset. I'm so afraid that I'm going to get the shiny when, as I'm saying something really weird. That would make funny content, but that would also be something I would get really made fun of for if I'm like, oh, I would definitely eat a Vaporeon, and then the shiny comes up. Nope. If I already said I would eat a Feraligatr. Looking through the Pokédex. What else? I'm in Johto right now. I mean, Octillery could be edible, but I probably wouldn't eat it. Miltank, definitely I would eat a Miltank. I love hamburgers, so Shiny Fire Chicken, it's coming. It's definitely coming right now. Shiny Fire Chicken, right here. I don't know where you're looking. It's right here. Depending on what stream you're watching. Nope. I'm sure a lot of people would eat, like, Torchic. Not Torchic, but, like Blaziken, maybe Combusken. I think I wouldn't eat them, not because they're, like, too humanoid, but because I feel like there's not enough meat. I feel like you couldn't get enough meat on a Blaziken to warrant killing it. I feel like it's mostly muscle. What's my favorite Pokemon? It's Krabby, or Kingler. Probably Krabby. Lopunny would taste good. I would eat a Lopunny. Probably not in the way you're thinking, but I would. Been so funny. I will 100% admit I was clip farming there. Yeah, but I meant what I said. I don't know if I would eat rabbit. I feel like rabbit falls into the pet territory for me. Okay. Now, I don't like mushrooms, but I feel like Shroomish and Breloom, you could probably prepare it in a way that could be edible. Same thing with, maybe not Fungus and Amoongus. I feel like those would be too poisonous. Look on list of Pokemon, you see how many looks edible. I know there's a website where you could do like smash or pass with Pokemon. I'm thinking about pulling that up and doing it, but instead of like smashing or passing, you would do which one I would eat. And then like, instead of smash, it would be eat, and then pass is pass, obviously. Looking through Wailmer and Wailord. I'm in Hoenn now. So Wailmer and Wailord I feel like would be too much blubber. I'm not the biggest pork enjoyer, not for any like religious reasons. I just don't like the taste of pork. But I would admit that Grumpig would probably be edible. I don't think there's enough meat on Spoink to justify killing it. I feel like you could eat a Crawdaunt. I know, like, do people eat crawfish? I think they do. I already said I would eat a Milotic. I still stand by that. Did I double tap that? I think I might have just double tapped. Let me check. No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. So okay, so this one's $15.95. Are there real animals like dogs and cats in the Pokemon world? In the original anime, there was. Like there were I'm pretty sure like back in like Gen 1, maybe 2, there were. Like we know that Indian elephants were referenced in Raichu's Pokedex entry, but that was essentially changed to Caparajah as of Legends Arceus. We actively see like birds, like normal birds in the anime. We see like a mongoose, I think. Or have we not seen one in the game? We know that there are regular, at least in like season 1, there are animals. They reference cows. In the games, like I just said, the Indian elephant. I think they do reference real animals somewhere else in like Red and Blue, but I couldn't tell you where. Let me see if I can. Real animals in Pokemon. First thing that popped up. I accidentally clicked on real animals and it instantly just gave me AI, Lan-D-ow. Animals in the Pokemon world. There's a whole list of them. Core Series games. The Bird Keeper trainer holds a generic bird on their arm. In the Old Amber in Generation 1, there's a mosquito or an insect inside it. In Generation 1 and their remakes, a sailor mentions jellyfish. A chef on the SSN mentions eel, salmon, and beefsteak. The Team Rocket grunt calls the player a little rat, which that doesn't count. When's like the latest reference? Fresh caught fish can be served at the restaurants in Lumio City and X and Y. Yo, thank you, Min Choco Cookie. I appreciate you hanging out. Hope you have a good night. I'll talk to you later. I really hope I haven't reset over the shiny. Oops. Yeah, I'm looking at the list of references to real life animals. A lot of these look like a stretch. Like Scarlet and Violet, Ortega refers to the current state of the academy as all rainbows and butterflies. Katie, when defeated, exclaims that all of her Pokemon dropped like flies. I'm like, man, that's a saying. That's not really a, like, I wouldn't call it that. There's a wild Pidgey eating a regular worm in the anime. A regular fish is seen by eating a Slowpoke's tail. There's the mongoose I was talking about. There's like a huge list just for Gen 1 alone. Gen 2. And then starting in like Gen 3, it like slows down a lot. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna lock in for a minute and try to knock out a ton of these resets. Shiny right here. I'm calling it. Told you. No, I lied. It's the next one. It's this one. 1611. Yep, told you. Okay. At the bare minimum, I want to get to 1750. I think we'll stop once we hit 1750, and then we'll only be 250 away from 2000 resets. And then we can get that this week. And then once we're at the 2000 mark, oh, I'll get scared. I'll get very, very sad. I feel like if we get like above, yeah, I already said this earlier, but if we get above 2500, that's when I'm gonna start getting scared. Like right now, I'm chilling. I know that's gonna come sometime. We're due. Here's the thing. I'm ready to get this done. I am ready to get the Kanto decks done. So I want to try to get the Kanto decks done before Legend ZA releases. And while we're working on the Kanto decks, in my free time, I'm still working on 100%ing Legends Arceus, like perfecting the Pokedex and then doing all of the Path of Solitude battles and then the battle tower thing. I forgot what it's called. But if we finish the Kanto shiny decks before I finish completing Legends Arceus, I will stream Legends Arceus, like me completing the rest of the game, before we start on Johto, or whatever we do next. I don't know if I want to do Johto after this, or if I want to jump around. I said that I wanted to try to get a shiny living dex in Legends ZA when it comes out, if shiny hunting in that game's fun. And if it's anything like how Legends Arceus has every single Sinnoh Pokemon in it, at that point, I might as well just do a shiny Kalos dex. But I wouldn't want to start that until obviously after ZA comes out. So then, like, by the time ZA does release and I get all the shinies in that game, assuming the legendaries are going to be shiny locked, all I would have to hunt for are Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde, where I would soft reset for Xerneas and Yveltal in Usum and do Dynamax adventures in Sword and Shield. And then I would just have to get the shiny Diancie through another method, because that was an event. And then Hoopa and Volcanion were never released. But I have a feeling that we're gonna be able to get either shiny Hoopa or shiny Volcanion through, like, the Pokemon Home Living Dex challenge, like they did for the other Switch games. So, yeah. Okay. My drink is gone. He burned my shake. Once we hit 1650, I'm going to use the bathroom, because I just drank this entire thing and now I need to go. Yeah, this playlist is looping. Or this video's looping. Let's do Gen 2. I like Gen 2. Or let me just do chill Heart Gold Soul Silver music. I love Heart Gold Soul Silver music. Oh, I don't like how it's like that in 1 year. And can we start, like, or, yeah, screw it, let's do this, yeah. There we go. Dude, I want to replay Heart Gold Soul Silver. I was gonna do a sleep block on it, but stuff came up. We'll find another day to do it. I'm not gonna promise anything, so I won't. Bum, bum. Like, I'm trying to think about, like, if I don't do Johto after the Kanto decks, what would I do next? Part of me wants to... do I want to do Sinnoh? A part of me wants to do Sinnoh, But there's so many legendaries in Sinnoh that I would need the shiny hunt. Like, I already have Dialga. I already have... I want to say Azelf. I have one of the Lake Spirits. I think it's Azelf. But then there's... Holy crap, there's so many. Let me pull up Sinnoh. Yeah, there's... Uxie, Mesprit, Palkia, Heatran, Regigigas, Giratina, Cresselia, Fione, Darkrai, Shaman, Arceus. So many. There's... I should probably see, like, what decks I have that's closest to being done after Kanto. Johto is 38% done. Hoenn is... Nope, I lied. I'm 38% done with the entire thing. Johto is 33% done. Hoenn is 25% done. Sinnoh is almost 50% done. Wow, I've been getting lucky with Legends Arceus Shinies. Unova is 26% done. Kalos, 26% done. Alola, 29% done. But I really don't want to do that because all the Ultra Beasts, and then there's tons of Dynamax Adventure Shinies I would have to get. Galar, 22.22% done. The quadruple twos. And then Paldea, nope, I can't count. 31% done. I almost went from 30 to 40. I can count. So closest to percentage, Sinnoh is there. We are halfway done with Sinnoh. But that doesn't mean we're close to being done. Wow, my camera's really stuttering. I think it might be me switching tabs. I think it's fine now. Bird. Oh, there it is again. It might be me restarting the game that's making it stutter. Oh, nope. Again, I don't know if this is OBS or if it's actually it might be reflect. It probably is. I do need to be on the look for. Problem is, like, I'm so I just spent a lot of money on Switch 2 and accessories. I bought my dad's truck, so I need to save up a lot of money for bills and stuff. I just got a new phone. And I'm going on vacation in a little bit over a month. So I'm gonna be low on money for a little bit. So I'm gonna have to make this camera work. It could be my computer used on Plum. Real quick, let me do this. I wanna see well, no. No, I'm good. I was about to say, my CPU, I'm using up too much resources, but no, I'm good. Yeah, I really gotta get through these next few encounters because I need to use the bathroom really bad. I said 1650 is the potty break number. Victory. Oh my gosh. Is that... Hold on, I gotta look. Is that actually reflecting? Oh my gosh, it is. Let me try to, like, put that on 144p, and then that can go on 144p, and then I'm just putting the quality of, like, the background music and, like, the stream on here as low. Oh yeah, I have Bulbapedia open still. Yeah, that's taking up tons of resources. So hopefully now, immediately I see a stutter. I think it's just the camera that's dying. I've had this camera for years, so it would make sense that it's dying. Maybe when I'm playing like Sword and Shield off cam, I can have my camera on to see if it's the camera and not just like the resources from streaming. Okay, this is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to do another encounter, but I'm going to walk away to use the bathroom before I can verify if it's shiny or not. Or before I can see if it's shiny or not. And then I can have my reaction and come back. I haven't looked on the screen. Is it shiny? Nope. It would have been awesome if I were to come back and it was shiny, but... Okay. 100 more encounters. Bum 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 down 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 down. Did I already press? I think I did. Yeah. Bum 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 bum. Man. Yeah, I think how many Pokemon can be milked? Here, I don't know much about milk. I don't know enough about milking. Cause like, technically most, can all mammals be milked? Is that a thing? Cause I don't know how like, milk works. I don't know how milking works. I don't know how milk works. Are you kidding me? So, I don't know like what you need to be milked. This is going to end up in a this conversation might go in a dangerous direction. Cause like obviously like Miltank, yeah. But I have a thought. I don't know if I want to say the thought. I'm gonna say it anyway, screw it. I'd imagine most humanoid Pokemon could be milked. That would include like Gardevoir. And like Lopunny and all the weird ones that people are weird about. Like it says in the Vaporeon copy pasta, I think. This is going in a weird direction. I don't want the shiny to come up while I'm talking about milking Pokemon. Oh no. Like how can we say which is mammal? Like what's the definition of a mammal? Hey Siri. Define a mammal. A warm-blooded vertebrate animal of a class that's distinguished by possession of hair or fur and the secretion of milk by females for its nourishment of the young and typically the birth. So, it needs to be, I already forgot what it said. Define mammal. Here's the thing. Is Machamp 100% male? Can there be female Machamps? There can be female Machamps, so Machamp can be milked. Except, is there hair on Machamp? It needs to have... Oh, I reset early. Oops. It needs to be warm-blooded. It needs to have a vertebrae. It needs to have fur or hair or fur, and it needs to be female. So, technically, you could say Gardevoir, assuming there's like hair on Gardevoir. Gardevoir could be milked, but Gallade cannot. I'm assuming that also goes for like all genderless Pokemon cannot be milked. But to be fair, most genderless Pokemon are like objects. Or legendary, so technically Mewtwo cannot be milked. What song is this? I don't remember hearing this from Heart Gold Soul Silver. Global Terminal, that's why. All Pokemon are laying eggs, though. All Pokemon, or most Pokemon can lay eggs, but they're not, most Pokemon, like, most Pokemon can lay eggs, but that doesn't mean it's a mammal. Or, oh yeah, mammals don't lay eggs. Well, platypuses, they're mammals, they lay eggs. So if a platypus can be a mammal despite laying eggs, I don't see why Pokemon can't. Is there a platypus Pokemon? Am I stupid? Is there a platypus Pokemon? Why Psyduck is often mistaken to a platypus due to his duck-like bill, it's more inspired by a duck. I don't think there's a platypus Pokemon. There's a old fake leak with the platypus star. I do remember that. I think that was like black and white. I love this song. Mom. 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 I'm surprised there's no shiny yet. I said at the very beginning of the shiny hunt that we probably won't get a shiny till around 2000. And I'm starting to believe that's the case. Because you gotta keep in mind, the last two legendary shiny hunts. Mewtwo went like 4 times over odds at almost just under 5,250 encounters. Zapdos, we found super under odds at just under 250 encounters. So I'm thinking Moltres is going to be somewhere in the middle, where it's going to be over odds, but not terribly over odds. Like somewhere between 1 time and 2 times over odds. So I might get a bit like anxious about how there's not a shiny, but I don't think I should worry until we start getting close to 2 times over odds. Like if we hit 2,500, that's when I'm gonna start to worry. That's when I'm going to be like, oh, it's not coming. Are we gonna be here for a while? I feel like we're going to get it. We're going to get the shiny within the next 2 streams. Assuming we get like a good amount of resets within the next 2 streams. I want to make it to 2,000 within the next 2 streams, which we for sure can make work. We can do that. Like, we're going to end the stream with 350 resets today. So if we stream tomorrow or Thursday or whenever, we'll just need another 250 before we reach 2,000. Like, honestly, I'd be fine doing, like, enough resets to do, like, 1,000 resets per week. I think that's a good ground to be, a good middle ground. Is this an unpopular thing to say? Is it unpopular to say that Heart Gold Soul Silver has the best soundtrack of any Pokemon game? I don't know if it's the best. Like, it's by far the one I'm most nostalgic for. But there are other Pokemon games with banger soundtracks. Like, I think Scarlet and Violet has an excellent soundtrack. Besides, like, the route themes, or, like, route themes. Like, the battle themes are fantastic in Scarlet and Violet. Some of the best in there. Sword and Shield had a few good bangers. Same thing with Legends. Like, most Pokemon games have, like, several bangers. Like, I can think of several from Generation 7. Rarely would I say there's, like, a Pokemon game with, like, tons of, like, with, like, only forgettable soundtracks. Like, I would say, like, the only theme from X and Y that I find memorable is the theme for Xerneas and Yveltal. And then I remember the one from Mewtwo because I heard that theme hundreds of times while shiny hunting for it. Can't say like most all of them are amazing. Yeah. Like, obviously, like, the older games are showing their age, like Red and Blue, Gold and Silver. Like, I don't like Hoenn soundtrack. I'm sorry. I know people love the trumpets. I don't. I think it's mostly just, like, the GBA sound font is what makes the Hoenn soundtrack so unbearable for me. Like, I'm slowly playing through Emerald to get ready for the Mew hunt. But I have to play that game on mute because the soundtrack is it sounds so bad on a GBA. Like, Oras makes it more bearable, for sure. I mean, Diamond and Pearl kind of show their age, but they're still great despite it. Despite being almost 20 years old. That's weird. I think Diamond and Pearl came out in, what, 2006? Dude, next year they're gonna be 20. Ugh, I'm old. Okay, 1,700 encounters right now. Shiny. Nope. Black and White had a lot of good themes. Same with Black 2, White 2. My complaints with Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald soundtrack carry over to Fire Red, Leaf Green. But yeah. Okay, we are less than 50 encounters away from being done for today. Like, so far, like, for this whole hunt, we've been on a pace of, like, 200 encounters per hour. Like, if we wanted to, we could find a day where it's, like, I stream for, like, 5 hours and we can crank out like 1,000 encounters, but that might be too boring for just 5 hours of this. Like, there would have to be something to make it more interesting. Yo, Blood Luna! How's it going? Good luck with this hunt. Thank you. No, you're definitely late saying, yo, it's all good. Heck, for all we know, you could be early. We could be on this hunt for like 5,000 encounters. Like, I'm guessing we're gonna be doing this for like 2 more streams. At the very least. 2 more streams. Hope you ended up being faster than yours. Yikes, how... It sounds like you were doing this for a while. Was it Moltres you were hunting for, or something different? I love talking to people about their shiny hunts. Just because, like, even though, like, we're just doing the same thing, like, everyone's journey is so, like, extremely different. Yo, Luck Turtle, let's go. Second to last shiny, you caught your living shiny Kanto deck. It took you 2 months, jeez. Did you have the shiny charm? Stormy took you 5 months or 5 encounters? That's very different. Yes, you did, my goodness. Do you know how many encounters it took you to find Moltres? 5 months was the last one. Oh my goodness. Did you get Mew? No, because you didn't. Gotcha. Okay. Got Mew through Go. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, man, I wish I could get Mew through Go. Well, I mean, honestly, I do want to experience the Mew shiny hunt in Emerald, which is kind of why I'm doing, but also, I'm not good enough at Go to get the legendary birds of Mewtwo. So it's not even that I'm not good enough, it's that I don't have friends to help carry me through raids. That's the big issue there. But what was I just gonna say? Oh yeah, what was the... Just saying... Hold on, how would Starmie take you 5 months? What were you doing for Starmie? There's apps in Discord you can join for remote raids. Yeah. Yeah, I need to look into those more. Let's go catch Kami you spent 2 months on? No, oh my goodness. Okay, now you finally got Staryu through Masuda breeding and Sword. My goodness. Okay, here's the question. How much time per day, or like how often are you shiny hunting? Because if it's like, oh, you spend like 15 minutes a day, twice a week, and it took you 5 months, that's kind of more understandable. But if you're shiny hunting for like multiple hours a day, and it took you 5 months, time to SOS hunt, you nearly prepared for that, then 2 months later you got 3. Oh wow. Hours. You have no job in school. Oh my goodness. So it sounds like your shiny luck is just terrible. What's the longest hunt you've ever had? I'm afraid to ask this, because it's like, oh, it's gonna be like, you were doing, okay, gotcha. That makes a little bit more sense. via encounters or time? Both? I mean, usually for me, like, my longest hunt is both encounter and time. Like, I had so many encounters and it took me so long. So it was kind of equal. But I understand, like, some hunts have, like, longer times to get an encounter than others. Encounters, Regirock. That thing was triple over odds. My goodness. My Mewtwo hunt was... Hold on. I keep switching of how many times over odds it was. Let me do the actual math. Yeah, my Mewtwo hunt was triple over odds as well. I know I said before quadruple, but I math wrong. Time Tapu Fini or Starmie. Oh man, I am not looking forward to when I have to do Dynamax Adventures. I appreciate it for what it is, but it's so long. It takes so long to go through. Doing DAs for Fini on and off for months now. No, nearly as consistent. Yeah. I remember I spent years, like, on and off hunting for Solgaleo in the Dynamax Avengers, and I never got it. Still hunting Fini. Well, dual hunting Type Null. I'm not looking forward to that either. Type Null. Silvally. Yo, Blood Luna, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to hunting Type Null twice, and then hunting Cosmog twice. That's gonna be terrible. I'm sorry, not Cosmog. What's his face? Poipole. I'm completely brain dead today. And for all I know, I could have already. I've never failed a legendary shiny, but I feel like if there's any legendary shiny I could fail, it's this one. I should have both Poipole. Jeez. Like, both in under 1,000, barely on the second one. First one you got in one day. Dang. I don't know if I'll ever be... Well, I don't know. I was about to say I don't know if I'll ever be that lucky with a shiny hunt. But I did find my Zapdos in under 250 resets. Like I've seen people get, like, legendaries, like, shiny legendaries in, like, under, like, 30. And I'm like, I want one of those hunts, please. Like, Articuno, please be, like, 15. I would love that so much. Yeah, you valid on DA without even hunting. Was playing with the streamer. You did randomly with shiny. Dang. Yeah, I have a friend that spent like several months finding shiny Latias in the Dynamax Adventures, and he recently found it. I'm not sure how long. I don't think he was counting how many encounters it took him, but I know he recently got it after like months and months of hunting, so... I know he started hunting for Yveltal. I don't know if he found it. I'll have to ask him. Heck, I could probably just pull up his Twitch to see if he was hunting that last. Honestly, I know I said I would stop at 1750. But I am, like, in the groove right now, so I'll just keep going until I get tired. They'll have Hone Legend and Go Tour Hone event. Groudon, Latias, Deoxys, and Rayquaza. I didn't know Deoxys was in Go. Dang. Back in the, the Unova tour, I got shiny Tornadus and 2 shiny Genesect. So I'm glad those are done. Like, I don't know if this happened to anyone else, but my rewards glitched to where, like, I don't know what you had to do to get the rewards for the legendaries. I don't remember. But mine glitched to where it gave me all of the rewards. And then when I reset the app, it had my regular progress back. So I essentially got 2 of every reward. Happened to you too. Okay, so it wasn't just me. I have no clue what caused that. Yeah, I got them all without doing them, but I still did them, so I got them twice. We are approaching 1750. I don't know. I know this is something I just need to... I'm not good with long hunts because I get impatient. I am not built to be a shiny hunter just because I'm so impatient all the time. Like, I need to find the sparkly Pokemon to get the dopamine going. So I'm just... When I don't see it in a while, I'm like, oh, where is it? Even though, like, this is normal. 10 spin your tour events, fill in Pokedex over shiny hunting. Otherwise, annoying hunt. Yeah. I don't remember what the, when the tour was. Like, what days of the week. I know, like, for, like, Community Day, those are on Saturday or Sundays. I think it's been on Sundays. And the times for when those happen, like, it's while I'm working. So I haven't been able to, like, participate in them as much as I want. I was lucky enough to get 4 shiny Vanillite yesterday. Saturday and Sunday, yeah. So yeah, I wish I had weekends off of, like, I like working my schedule now just because it's 3 days on, 4 days off. But it sucks when I have weekends. Just because, like, all my friends are now working and I can, like, all the fun stuff is happening. Like, I can't go to my card shows anymore. Like, there's some Friday card shows, but I'm so behind on Pokemon cards because I can't find them. So, I think next month there's a Friday card show I'm going to end up going to. Hopefully I have friends from there. Really got enough energies to get Kyurem Black from the event. I did not get any Kyurem. I wish I was able to get a Kyurem. I didn't get, like, any of the box arts from the Unova event. Come on. Yeah, we'll probably stop at 1800. I'm doing an extra 50 because why not? Making an even 400 encounters for today. I mean, it'd be a lot more satisfying to do 500 encounters, but if I stop at like 1900, I might as well go to 2000. But I just don't have time. Like, I think, let's see, we need to pick up everyone at 5 a.m. So I'm gonna have to set my alarm for like 3:45 or 4 a.m. this morning. So I'm gonna have to be in bed by like 9 if I'm gonna get a full sleep. Try to do 300 resets a day no matter the hunt. Yeah. If I do more, you'll go to at least 100 before. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like, there's some days where, like if I'm doing a hunt offline, I might do, like, 50 encounters. Because, like, while I'm trying to, like, get this Kanto Pokedex done, I want to get the Kanto Dex done before ZA comes out. But also what I'm doing is I'm trying to 100% complete Legends Arceus. So I need to perfect every Pokedex entry. I need to beat the Path of Solitude, or whatever it's called, with every Pokemon. And then I need to do, like, the Arceus Battle Tower thing, whatever it's called. And I want to get that done before ZA. So what I'll do is, like, I'll do 100 or 50 encounters on whether I'm hunting in Sword and Shield, and then I'll switch over to Legends Arceus and work on that for a little bit. Good luck, thanks. Yeah, I think I recently passed Pokedex entry number 50. I think right now we're on Pikachu? I think the latest one is Pikachu. Actually, I think I need to catch a few Pichu. Like, I need to catch, like, a Pichu while it's sleeping, and then catch, like, a few without being spotted. Yo, nice, shiny, yo, after the Moltres, the next Pokemon I'm going to be hunting is Nidoqueen in Let's Go. I tried to get my 3 Nidoran females in Let's Go a few months ago. It took a minute to get the first Nidoran. I got the second Nidoran relatively quick, and then I was hunting that third Nidoran for like a week straight, and then I phased on a Nidoran male. And since then I haven't touched that hunt again, because I just wanted to play a different game. I wanted access to my Switch again for other games, so after this I'm gonna go back and try to get that Nidoqueen. Pichu and PLA. Yeah, I just need to keep on resetting massive mass outbreaks until I get a Pichu one. Except I get distracted and I'll go and find another massive mass outbreak in a different area, and I'll do that, and I'll waste time. Even though when it comes to, like, the Kanto Dex, I've almost gotten every Pokemon I can get for Kanto in Legends Arceus. At least the ones through the massive mass outbreaks. Like, I think the only one I need left is Machamp. Or, sorry, not even Machamp, Machoke. I need Machoke. And then, well, I can get... Have I gotten Porygon? I'm looking at my list. Have I gotten Porygon? I tried to hunt that out. Yeah, okay, I did get Porygon. I need Machoke and Magneton. But I'm gonna hunt Magneton, let's go. PLA, which first living shiny Dex. Pichu outbreak for the shiny shut down. Oh, dang. Took another 2 months for you reclaimed it. Yikes. Almost the exact same thing happened with me with Abra. I heard the shiny, and I couldn't save before it teleported. Or, I saved as it was teleporting. But I saved a little bit too late, so I couldn't get it. And it took me a while to reclaim it. Except I think I ended up reclaiming it via SOS in Ultra Sun. I think so far that's the only shiny I failed in the Kanto decks. Unless I've reset over on Moltres and just didn't realize it. Which is very likely. Just because, like, last week I was off my ADHD meds because I just didn't have any. Now if I reset, I'm just stupid. But yeah, when ZA comes out, if shiny hunting in that game is similar to... my heart just stopped because I thought that was the shiny. If shiny hunting in ZA is similar to Arceus, then I will probably do a shiny living dex for ZA. PLA and Scarlet Violet took you 6 months to get each. Frankly, Kanto took over a year because... yeah. Man. I don't know if... The thing is, like, after... I was just talking about this, like, a few hours ago. When I'm done with the Kanto decks, I don't know if I want to move on to Johto or jump to a different gen. Because technically, I'm 50% done with Sinnoh, but there's, like, a dozen legendaries I need to hunt for that I do not feel like doing. This game Scarby, the DLC took a few months combined. Dang. Like, Scarlet and Violet's fairly easy to shiny hunt in. The problem is, I don't like the process of grinding Herba Mystica, so I will just... The best shiny odds I can do for myself is the level 1 sandwich boost from Blueberry. Or the level 1 sparkling boost from Blueberry. Like, I think grinding for Herbas are so boring. It's slow and boring. I like going by region, but typically you go by games. So next game, finish Sword and Shield, next region, Johto. Dang. Dude, I am not looking forward to when I have to do Galar. Just because it takes so long to, like... I mean, unless you like Masuda. I think Masuda Method's boring. But I know I have to do... I'm Masuda Methoding the fossils in Sword and Shield right now. I was Masuda Methoding the fossils as I was hunting for Galarian Farfetch'd in that same area. It took me like a month of on and off hunting before I found the shiny Farfetch'd. But I did end up... It took so long to find it, but I still ended up finding it under odds. It's boring, but generally faster. Yeah. Yeah. I figured I would knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Like, I found 2 shiny... two shiny Ammonite while hunting for the Farfetch'd. So now I'm hatching the rest of the Kabuto eggs that I was breeding while I'm hunting for Galarian Meowth. And then I'm in the process of finishing my file of Shield, so then I can hunt for Galarian Ponyta to evolve into Galarian Rapidash. Get a Staruse, a Wooloo, Galarian Yamask with the counter brilliant method Sword Shield. I do like that method. Just sometimes, depending on what you're hunting, it takes so long. Like, Galarian Farfetch'd is like a 20% encounter on the one route you can find it. I don't know if you can find it on multiple routes, but the route I was finding, I think the highest you can find is like 20%. And like, so it took so long for the encounter brilliant method. But I did enjoy it. I did find a few shiny Wooloo and a few shiny Squovit. Well, I was hunting for shiny Wooloo with the encounter brilliant method, but I phased on Squovit like twice. I did end up finding the whole line of Wooloo, but that was fun. And I'm doing Galarian Meowth in the same way, where usually it's like a 23% encounter rate on Route 4, but I have a Meltan in the front of my party with Magnet Pull, so now it's like 51%. So I'm constantly running into them, killing them, going back and forth between them, and the encounters are really fast compared to that Farfetch'd. So that's going to be a hunt that I'm probably going to enjoy. Different time because you prefer for over Masuda because it's more active. Exactly, yeah. Sometimes it's not often, but sometimes I'll prefer to do the slower encounter or the slower method over the faster one just because it's less boring. I know that's not all the time, but like I wanted to try to shiny hunt my Mewtwo in Let's Go, but the resets took so long, I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother with this. So I just switched over to Ultra Sun. Take any method over Scarlet Violet. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it's so weird. Scarlet and Violet, like, I do like Scarlet and Violet. I like shiny hunting in Scarlet. I like shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet. I love it. But my experience with shiny hunting in Scarlet and Violet, I find the shiny immediately, or I don't find it at all. There's no middle ground. I'll find it within the first 5 minutes, or it'll take me days before I find it, or I just give up. Like, there's absolutely no middle ground for me. Especially since I refuse to grind for Herba Mystica. And I know technically that's my fault, but I'm like, don't make the method so long and luck dependent, and I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I was playing Scarlet and Violet the other day looking for shinies I didn't have, and I found a Doduo outbreak. I found the first shiny Doduo in under 5 minutes, and I found the second Doduo over an hour later. So long to finish DLC because you hate Scarlet and Violet so much. Yeah, like, I like Scarlet and Violet. I would actually go as far as say it's one of the better Pokemon games, even with all of its flaws. But it could have been a lot better in terms of shiny hunting. Like, I definitely understand the hate for it. Like, obviously this is true for everyone, but there are, like, aspects to games, like, whether it's Pokemon or whatever game, where, like, people will look at it and be like, this aspect ruins the entire game for me. And I'll look at it, and it'll just be, like, something that I would consider to be a nitpick. And it's, like, the same other way around. It was fun, you liked when you first got it, you loved the DLC. Those 100, yeah, I get that. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know if adding, like, the Legends Arceus Sparkly sound would make it better or worse in terms of shiny hunting. Like, I'm sure that'll make things a lot easier when hunting stuff like Charcadet or Tandemaus, but I feel like adding the shiny sounds would also make an already easy shiny hunting game be a lot easier. You don't even need a sound effect. Just not, yes, exactly. Just like a sparkle effect around it is really all it needs. But also, like, that adrenaline when you're just, like, playing Legends Arceus and you're just, like, walking around or flying and you just hear that shiny sparkle, like, that gives you a rush. And that's a rush that never gets old for me. Like how when you lock onto a Pokemon. Maybe, yeah. I always forget that the lock-on option is even there most of the time. Oh, shoot, I hit 18. Oh, well. I don't know. I feel like we can get this today. I know I said that we're not gonna get it today. It's gambler's fallacy. You always quit right before you hit it big. Yo, no problem. I had a great time chatting with you about shiny hunting. Hope you have a good night. Talk to you later. Thanks again for the follow. Yeah, we'll stop at 1825. Why not? Honestly, I don't care if I come back home tomorrow just feeling like death. I'm gonna stream this game and we're going to get to 2,000 encounters. Or find the shiny. Hi, Kanye. What's up, kitty? I love you. Yo, can we get Kanye luck? Do you bring good luck, kitty? Yo, you love your scratch pad. Kanye luck. I'm petting the cat for good luck. I might need to bring Kanye into the camera for good. Okay. Kanye doesn't like being picked up. But I'm thinking if we have Kanye in the camera as the Moltres spawns in, that might be good enough. I gotta move my brother. He's just laying down. I'll wait till he sits up. Oh, he's up. He's up. He's up. He's up. Okay. Grab him. Go! Kanye, look! Cat luck! Please! No! Dang it. Okay, there we go. Bye, Kanye. No. Can I be honest? I don't even like Moltres. I mean, I have to hunt this thing anyway, but out of all the legendary birds, this is by far my least favorite. My favorite legendary bird, if you would have asked me like 5 years ago, I would have said Articuno, but I think now I like Zapdos more. I still really like Articuno, but I think Zapdos has slowly become better than Articuno in my eyes. Moltres, I never really liked Moltres. It's bland and boring. Like, it's essentially Charizard but worse. I don't know if like that's actually the case if you use it in battle, because I don't think I've ever used a Moltres in battle. Even in all of the randomizer Nuzlockes I've done, I don't think I've ever used a Moltres. I'm sure I've caught one at least once, but I don't know if I've ever used it. I've used plenty of Charizards, and they've at least most of them have worked out well. But I don't know. Moltres is bad design to make Phoenix saying it boring. Yeah. Is Ho-Oh supposed to be a Phoenix? Because I feel like it does. Ho-Oh does the Phoenix idea a lot better if that's the case. Like, it's just like, it's a bird that's on fire. Well, not even that's on fire, it just has fire coming out of its... Like, how do they make a firebird boring? Part of me wants to go to 1850, but I feel like I do need to stop it somewhere. Oh. I wouldn't say all Gen 1 Pokemon are kind of meh. I feel like a lot of them are. Like, Crybaby and Kingler are my favorite Pokemon. They're Gen 1. But, I will say it's hypocritical for a lot of people. Like, I know this isn't really an argument that a lot of people make anymore. This was mostly like when Gen 5 came out. It's like, oh wow, you have a Pokemon that's an inanimate object. Oh, that's so uncreative. Oh, you have a Pokemon that's garbage. That's so uncreative. And that, it's like, brother, that's Gen 1 Pokemon. Oh, you have a Pokemon that when it evolves, there's more of the same thing. And it's like, there's several Pokemon in Gen 1 that do that. So, like, Gen 1, like, a lot of Gen 1 Pokemon are basic. But I do think Gen 1 does have, like, some Gen 1 Pokemon have, like, a charm to them. Not all of them. I don't know if I can... I think I can say that. Like, this isn't always the case, but I feel like as the generations, as Pokemon goes on, I feel like Pokemon does a better job at making their decks, the new Pokemon, like, consistently good. Like, I would say, like, I was just thinking about this the other day while I was working. I think that the Scarlet and Violet Pokedex, and when I say that, I mean, like, the Paldea Pokemon, I think that is the most consistently good Pokedex since Unova, or maybe even Sinnoh. I think there's a lot of Gen 8 Pokemon that are really good. I think there's a lot of Gen 7 Pokemon that are excellent. I might say that Gen 1 is better than Gen 6 in terms of the Pokedex. I'm not the biggest fan of Gen 6's Pokedex. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon in Gen 6 I do like, but I do think that there's a higher percentage of stinkers in Gen 6 compared to every other gen. And I do think a big reason of that is just because Gen 6 is by far the smallest. So, if there's like, there might be fewer stinkers in Gen 6 compared to like Gen 1, but because there's less Pokemon in Gen 6, it's more noticeable. Like in Gen 6, like, I don't care for Litleo or Pyroar. I don't care for Pancham or Pangoro. I don't care for Furfrou. I don't care. I love cats. I love cat Pokemon. I don't care for Esper or Meowstic. This is going to get a lot of backlash, I know, because people have given me backlash for this, but I don't care for Aegislash. I do not care for Aegislash. I think Honedge and Doublade are cool. I don't care for Aegislash. I think their shinies are sick, but I don't care for them. I don't care for Spritzio or Aromatisse. I like Slurpuff. I think Slurpuff's funny. I think Barbaricle's overhated. Same with Dragalge. I don't care for Helioptile or Heliolisk. I don't care for Dedenne. I don't care for Carbink. I don't care for the regular Goomy line. Like, I think Goomy's fine. I don't care for regular Sliggoo or Goodra. I like the Hisuian form. Can't believe you said that. It's such your top 10 favorite. I get the appeal. I honest to God do get the appeal. I just don't like... I don't like it that much. And honestly, I get that a lot because... Let me ask you this. What is your top 3 favorite starter Pokemon of all time? They don't have to be different types. You can name like 3 fire types for all I care. But what are your top 3 favorite starter Pokemon? More likely than not, I have one that I can imagine that you're gonna say, because I'm generalizing here, because most people say the one I'm thinking of. But I'm gonna say it's my least favorite starter of all time. But I want to know what your top 3 favorites are. I'm sure after, like, describing it, you could guess what I'm gonna say. It's one that a lot of people like. Like, I have several friends whose favorite starter Pokemon is my least favorite. Bulbasaur, Fuecoco, and Rowlet. That's actually a solid list. My least favorite starter of all time is Trico. I do not care for that line. I do not care for that line whatsoever. And it sucks because I keep getting Sceptile in Nuzlocke. Like, I said, I can see the appeal in Aegislash, and I can. Other than the anime and the one mystery dungeon game that I think is overrated, I don't get the appeal for Trico unless it's you say it's nostalgia. I played Gen 3 first, and I picked Trico as my first starter. Like, I will straight up say Cyndaquil is one of my favorite starters of all time just because it was my first. Cyndaquil was my first, and I guarantee you, if I did not have nostalgia for Cyndaquil, it would be nowhere near the top for me. People hate on Chikorita, but before Fuecoco is your third. I would say Chikorita is the worst starter, but it's not my least favorite. I think there's a difference between something being the worst and something being your least favorite. Like, a lot of people like to bash on Chikorita and like the whole line because it's bad in battle. And I think that's fair. But a lot of people are theorizing that Meganium in ZA is going to get a Mega Evolution. And it's going to get the Fairy type added on it. And if that happens, that's not going to help the allegations at all. I think adding the Fairy type onto Meganium is going to make it so much worse. So it's like, Fairy is a great type. I don't think it's good with Grass. I don't think we've gotten like a single good Grass Fairy type. I hope they make something good with Meganium. Like, they would have to give it, like, a busted ability in order to make Mega Meganium good. Or, like, make it do some... Like, I don't know Meganium stats off the top of my head. Like I just said that I think Chikorita or, like, Meganium is the worst starter. I would love it if ZA comes out and they make Meganium good. I would love that so much. Because I think... A part of me wants to say Meganium's overhated. I think the hate for it does go a bit too far. But at the same time, you look at it, you look at what it does, and it's like... You're kind of asking for it at that point. Not really asking for it, but like, it's... You can't... Like, it's hard to like... It's just bad, and I wish it was better, and I hope they make it better. Like, I'm not a Chikorita hater. I'm not a Meganium hater. I think it's the worst, but I don't like that it's the worst. I'm done shiny. I can't continue today. Because I know, oh, we're gonna end at 1900, but if we do 1900, I'm gonna want to go to 2000. I'm gonna want to end at 2000, and I just need to stop now before I continue. Part of me wants to do one more right now, but I don't want to end at 1851. I need to end at like a 0. That's either 50 or 100, and it can't be anything that's in the 1900s. So if I don't stop at 1850, I'm gonna go to 2000. So I'm gonna stop it here. But yeah, today was great. Thanks for hanging out. Had a lot of fun. We had a lot of great conversations. I'm hoping I'll be good to stream tomorrow, but I'm not gonna promise anything because I'm going fishing tomorrow and I don't know when I'll be home. I don't know how I'll feel when I get home. I don't know what I need to do when I get home in terms of like work around the house or getting everything put away. But yeah, yo, thank you. But yeah, I'm gonna get going. Thanks for hanging out. I will talk to you later, either tomorrow or sometime later this week. And we will be finding this bird.